We'll just get out the duct tape. Take that little toe.
Okay. So we did a lot of adjustments to this camera. So I hope that you're getting a better view of color and all that. I think you can see me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's begin with our review from the beginning of section 2 from cross hands all the way through left, right, tiger. Okay. All right. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain, shift and turn, back, circle to the left, step, brush, strike, roll back, connect and turn, press, push, fists under elbow, shift and flatten, shift back, push off, step one line, two sides, warding off, shift to the right, pull down, twist, set, punch, repulse the monkey, 1, pivot off, pushing back, 2, 3, diagonal flying, raise hands, step forward, white crane, close as you step, shift, start opening, foot in, step out, left brush knee, shift, swing and step, strike, needle to the C bottom, back on the heel, set the ball, sink, fan through the back, trap, step, strike, turn body, chop with fist, parry, parry, block, and punch. Shambhu, 2 grasping the bird's tail, ward off right, roll back, press, push, this single whip, cloud hands, 1, 2, 3, single whip, high pat on horse, left separation kick, right separation kick, sorry, separate, close, look, stand, look right, kick, change your hands, sink and step, left separation kick, separate, cross, look, kick, turn body, left heel kick, left brush knee, right brush knee, punching down, Turn body. Chop with fist. Parry. Block and punch. Right heel kick. Left strike tiger, shifting to the right, look to 6 o'clock. Bend the knee. Okay, any questions?
Oh, I got lost, but
Okay, so let me see you guys practice from parry, block, and punch to let's see. Let's do it from let's do parry, block, and punch. Let's see, from chop with fist. Okay, so parry, block, and punch to right heel kick to left strike tiger, okay? So we'll do it together a couple of times. So we just finished chop with fist. We're in a left striking pose. Right brush in a right bow step. Parry, block, and punch. Rotate, lift the fist, turn it out, come down, parry. Swing and step, parry, block, punch. Chengfu, ward off to right heel kick. Sink and step to left strike tiger. Left arm comes across, step in, step out, look as you put your left foot down to go into a bow step. Arms circle, twist at the end with the bottom right fist. One more time.
sorry, just a quick question about parry, block, and punch.
Yes.
When the arm is back here, does the gaze go back when the fist goes back?
Yes.
It does, okay.
So it's like the brush knees in that way.
Right.
So when we come down, think about brush knee.
Yeah.
Except that we're making a parrying arm.
Right.
Okay. I wanted to also, while we're talking about things, I was doing some research on the gaze that you and I spoke of last time, Thomas, about with the crossing of any hands anywhere.
Yep.
So it's contextual. So when you were doing, and I had to look quite a bit to see this, and I finally found an old, I guess, seminar with Master Yang where someone asked these questions: where is the gaze when you cross your hands in all the kicks? And he said the reason that we cross our arms and look over the cross before and then turn and look to the right for separation kick is because we're kicking at an angle. When we do all the other kicks, although we when the other kicks are to the straight, and even though we might come up, say, from parry, block, and punch, let's see, when we're like this, and we come out and we turn our left foot out, and by the way, this is a warding off. When we come up, we're already looking and kicking. We're going to be kicking forward, and we're already looking forward. We do not need to look this way.
Oh, yeah.
Because our opponent's over here, I guess. I mean, he didn't say opponent's over there, but I think that's why. And it had to do with the direction of where we were already setting. We already had our gaze set and where the direction of the kick was going to be. And so he said that's true for the other heel kicks, or rather to the straight direction. So I hope that answers our questions. I think you and I both had some questions about that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, these kicks, because you're kind of changing direction, you're going from that direction.
Yes.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
I think that was why he pointed it out in that way, because, you know, like what's one angle to another when you're just, you know, kicking, you know, there's the same relationship, but it's really about, you know, your body is actually going to have to turn to kick a different area, you know, to the right or to the left, and you're not turned that way yet. So I thought that was helpful. Okay, any other questions, Alicia, about parry, block, and punch?
No, I just want to go through the thing again, I guess.
Okay. I'm going to face you guys. I will go toward your direction. So let's start again from the end of chop with fist. And we're going to do parry, block, and punch, parry, shift, turning out. Now the fist comes down, you bring in your foot, look behind, step. When your arms are back, your foot should be in front on the heel. Parry as you come forward, step in, step out, block, and then punch. From here, let's go into Chengfu to, actually it's just into right heel kick, but it starts like Chengfu, warding off, stand, looking at 9 o'clock, turn the feet, kick, bend the knee. Left strike tiger, sink and step. Left arm comes across, you're looking at 9 o'clock, bring in the left foot. Now turn your vision to 6 o'clock as you set your heel. You're shifting forward, your arms are circling, right arm comes across, twist at the end with the bottom hand. And your right arm needs to be out at the same extension as your top hand. So are your fists lined up? Do you have a slant in your bow step? A lean? That looks good. Questions about that? Okay, let me see you guys do it, if you don't mind. So from the end of chop with fist, parry, block, and punch. Right heel kick. Left strike tiger, sink and step. Look at 6. Good progress. I saw some good changes with you know, the footwork. I see some good progress. Okay, so let's review the parry arms. Let's go back to a little bit. So I'm going to go this way. I'll do different directions. So from here, our left arm is out in a strike, right? Our right knee is bent and our right fist is at the side. So from here, rotate the left hand, bring up the right. And then the left hand, as I turn my body to the left arm goes out as the right arm can extend out. Then I come down, I make a circle with the left hand, the right hand is face down with the fist is face down. And then it comes forward at an angle, the fist is behind it. So see, my arm is extended in front of me. And then block. And this arm is extended out. See how it's kind of like out a fairly direct path from my shoulder. So I don't want to round it here, and then bend it as you punch. So your punching should be a straight line. So rather than have a bend in the arm, when it's punching out, it's this part is long. Yep. There can be a little bit of a bend in the arm in the line of the punch. Okay, like that. That can be slightly bent, but not out to the side. You see the difference? So like this versus that. Okay, so when we punch, if you punch someone straight ahead, you probably want to have your joints lined up. right? Then off to the side. Think about our broken toes we've had. Okay. Okay, so
Mine were twist fractures instead.
okay, so let's do that. I'm going to go this direction. Okay, so we just finished chop with fist. We have a striking hand with the left hand. We're in a bow step with the right, a right bow step, meaning the right knee is bent. So parry, block, and punch. Shifting back, rotate the left hand, raise the right hand face up, fist stay up. As you turn left, start rotating the right arm and extend it. Now, draw that down. You're shifting your weight. Your weight's on your back left leg. Pick up your right leg, step out with your heel. You've looked back when you do that. You have, when you swing all the way back and you're looking back, you step without looking with your front foot. Now turn your gaze forward, parry. Your weight is forward. And then step through to block. And then punch straight and bend that left elbow. That looks a lot better. Good. Okay, let's do that again. I'm going to go this direction. Okay, so from the end of chop with fist. Parry, block, and punch. Shifting back, raise the right fist. Start to rotate as you turn your body to the left. Now come down, pick up the right foot, step. Parry, you're on the toe of the left. Now step out with the ball of the heel, the other foot, and punch. How does that feel?
Smoother.
Okay, does anyone have any trouble with the shifting or feeling like they're losing their balance or anything in between those points?
No.
Okay. Okay,
Balance.
good. What about the wobbling as you go through it? As you're traveling in the middle with the parry?
Oh, I don't think so.
That looks really nice, Thomas. Parry out in front, block. Yeah. So when you parry, try to keep it, it's kind of in the middle. So it's not like high, like it's not high like here.
Oh.
No, you were right. That's a chop, right? But when you're parrying, your fist is lower. It's because the arm is also lower, right? It's more in the center, like, I don't know, maybe the chest area high, something like that, like this. So that's about right. Just make sure it's at an angle so it's not like level like that. Right. Okay. But it's in front. It's in the center of your body. So let's do it one more time. I'm going to face you. Parry, block, and punch. Shift and lift. Out, turning, look behind as you step. Now looking forward, come up off the toe. Block and punch. Oh, that's so much better. Nice. Okay, very good. Okay, now let's go from there into Chengfu. Into right heel kick, I should say. Shift back, extend forward, open the fist, stand on the right leg, stand, change the feet, and kick. Bend the knee. Nice. Okay, from here, let's go straight into this. From here into left strike tiger. Sink, step with the heel. Come across with the left arm. Don't get too close to your body. Nice rounded arm. Bring in the left foot. Step to make a bow, looking at 6 o'clock. Swinging the left arm. You're in the middle of your weight shift. Continue shifting forward. Right hand cruises across. Bend the knee as you twist. Yes. Yes. Nice leans. Very good. Any questions about that?
The lean is the angle, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The same angle that you would use in your other bow steps.
Yeah.
And frankly, most of the time, once you start your form, If you start from here, you should have the same lean. It's just that your leg is extended so you can see it, right? But if I'm like this, that's not really a lean. So I've got to have a lean. And it's going to vary from person to person, how far out you can step,
Sure.
you know. Okay, so let's go to the next movement, which is right strike tiger. Unless there are questions about left strike tiger.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay. One thing I forgot to mention, I'm not sure if I made this clear. When we do, when the arms are moving, the left one is coming up, it's deflecting in the first movement, deflect, and then it can come up and also be a punch. That's why it shows as a punch.
Oh.
Okay. It could remain as a deflect, but it has to.
Sorry, I thought we were gripping a pole. Oh.
Yeah, that's just the visualization to get the line right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, so so from here, if we just stand and don't move our feet, deflecting, punch at the end. So when we do this movement, we don't start making our punch on the way up. Open, close.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the right hand is a little bit of a longer delay with the deflect. So we tilt the right hand, or rather I should say the low arm, because we're going to do the opposite side. As it comes across, it's right in the middle of the abdomen, so it's not down here too much. Depends on your torso, I guess. But it's, you know, middle of the body. So it comes across, tilts, comes across, and at the very end, when you're in the middle, make a fist and then twist it to be vertical. Okay. Nice. Okay. The only other thing I wanted to mention about this movement is that, and I didn't notice this with you guys, but when we're doing these upward movements, try not to raise your shoulders, which is a bit of a challenge. But, you know, in all the movements we do where we're turning and protecting our head and all of that, like I'll show you the difference. So here's my shoulder up. Here's my shoulder down. I can still reach above my head. Yes, I can do it like this, but I can also do it by lengthening my arm and trying not to raise the shoulder. Now, if it comes up slightly, don't worry too much about it. Drop your shoulders.
He's so big that everything he does is like gigantic.
Yeah. Okay, so just a reminder. Okay.
Yes.
So the next movement, we transition from this one to the next. I'll show you what that looks like. So let's see. I will go, I guess I'll go this way. No, I better go this way. Okay. So for me, I'm going to do the first one. And so I did the kick, sink and step, come across, foot in, step out, look left, and shift and bend. Then I have to transition to the other side. I'm going to shift my weight back, pivot on my heel to the corner, and my arms stay the same. Then as I come down, as I come back to my left leg and bend my left leg, open my hand and raise the right hand. Bring in my foot, my right leg, step out in a bow step, look at 12 o'clock, and then I do the other arms. So the transition of the feet, and I'll show you the feet first. So we are like this in a bow step left to 6 o'clock for the first one. Our left knee is out. And then like we do in single whip or any of the turn body heel kicks, We're going to shift to the right leg, pivot on the heel, turn the heel to face 1030, if you can. And I think you can. Then come back, bring in the right leg, step it out and forward slightly to a bow step, shift forward, bend the knee. So that's not too hard, right?
No,
So
Let's-
we have a 12 o'clock, right?
Yes. So we're gonna do our left strike tiger to 6 o'clock and a right strike tiger to 12 o'clock. So we have to turn completely around. So from the left strike tiger, back, shift, pivot on the heel, shift your weight back to the back leg, left leg, bring in the right, and then step out looking at 12 o'clock and then shift forward.
Mhm.
So now let's do it with the arms. Let me show you what the arms look like first. So, okay, so we know that we're going to be turning from this over to this, okay? So from this angle, our arms are left over from the left strike tiger. So I'm going to face you to start with this, just to show you the arms. So the left arm is going to come down like it went up, down, and as I come down, I open my hand and it points to 9 o'clock. The right arm is going to come up. So now I've got that same rounded look I had when I did the other one to begin with, right? And I've stepped out, then the right hand comes down in a big deflect, the left hand tilts, comes across, fist, twist. Let's try it again.
Oh, I lost.
So let's start with our left fist on top and our right fist in the middle on the bottom. So lower the left arm, raise the right arm, open both hands. Right arm should be below the left, and this is a ward-off position, right? Now, right hand circles down, left hand tilts and starts to come in, comes in to the bottom, make a fist twist. So now that you've done the one, this seems a lot simpler, doesn't it?
Yes.
I mean, I know it's the opposite, but it's still rather simple. And you may find there's a one side that's easier for you. I don't know. Okay, let's try it with the feet. Are there any questions about the arms?
No.
Okay. All right, so let's try with the feet. Go back into the end of left strike tiger. So left knee forward, left arm on top. Try not to raise your shoulder. You've got to lean. 1, shift back to the right knee, bending the knee, and pivot on the left foot to the 1030 corner, arms up. 2, shifting to your back knee, bring down the left arm, raise the right arm, open both hands. Pick up the right foot and step. That's 4. Shifting forward, or rather that's whatever, 4. Come all the way across, out, and then bend the knee. I'm going to have to do that one over. I got distracted with my counting. Let's do it again. We want a good lean to start with. That's better. Okay. 1, shift to the back leg, pivot on the left heel to the other corner. 2, shift to the back left leg, open the hands, bringing them down. 3, bring in the leg, the right leg, step out, look to 12 o'clock, heel, you're on the heel. 4, shifting forward, left hand coming in, make a fist and twist as you finish bending your knee. Okay, let's try it again.
Tigers.
Make sure you've got a good bow step and a good lean first. Okay, 1, shift and turn. 2, shift back, draw down, raise up, open hands. Bring in the foot, step and look. 3, circle, you're shifting, and punch. I think we can do that in 3 counts. Let's try it. 1, shift and turn. 2, bring down the top arm, raise the right arm, open the hands, step out with the right foot, look. 3, circling down, left hand coming across, twist at the end. How does that feel?
Feels about right, I think.
Let me watch you guys do this. So from you're facing 6 o'clock for now. Okay, right strike tiger. 1, shift and turn on the left heel. 2, shift back, bring down the right arm to 9 o'clock, and the right arm comes up, the left arm comes down, both hands open. Step in and out with the right foot to 12 o'clock, and then 3, circle and punch, twist at the end, the bottom hand twists. Okay, okay. Let me see if we can do, I think we need to go back to that extra step. Okay, let's do it again. It'll be smoother, I think. Okay, from left strike tiger. 1, shift and turn. You're leaning into your front leg here. 2, shift back your weight, drop the left hand, raise the right arm. 3, bring in the foot, step and look. 4, shifting forward, you're circling and bend and twist the fist at the end, the left hand.
Just figured it out. That 4 was helpful. That 4
You
was
think that's
helpful.
easier?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better that way. It's better for.
I feel like we got a little lost between the drawing, the shifting back, drawing the hand down, and then bringing the leg in and stepping out. Now, let's practice that a few more times. What we are going to do is combine some things so that they happen at the right time, but let's make sure we learn it first, okay? The steps first, so it feels more natural. We'll build up to smoothness. Okay, from left strike tiger, right strike tiger. 1, shift back and turn on the left foot to the corner. 2, shift to the back leg, lower the left arm, raise the right arm, open the hands. You're still looking at 9 o'clock. 3, bring in the right foot, stepping out to the heel, look at 12 o'clock. 4, shifting forward, turn the left hand to a tilt and have it come coasting across, make a fist at the end, twist the bottom hand, the bottom fist. How did that go?
Yeah,
Does that seem easier?
I believe it does.
Okay. All right, I'm going to try a different direction. Let's see. Let me see if I go. I'll try going this way, I guess.
This is the way we do it.
Okay. Let me see if I'm like this. I'll try this way. Let me know if it's of use. I'll go with my back to you. Okay, from left strike tiger. Shift to the back knee, bending it. Pivot on the left heel to the right corner. Shifting to the back leg, bring down the left hand, raise the right arm. 3, bring in the right foot, step out to a bow step, look as your heel touches to 12 o'clock. 4, shifting forward, circling, tilt to the left hand, come across at the end, make fist, twist the bottom fist. Nice slants and
My
leans.
tigers feel strong.
Your what?
My tigers feel strong.
Your tigers are strong. Right on, Alicia.
It might be my signature move, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay, let's I'm going to show it watch me again without doing it. I want you to watch and see if there's anything that you pick up that you don't think you're doing or you're not sure about. So I'm going to do it from this direction. From left strike tiger, right strike tiger, shift and turn. Come back, down with the fist, bring in the leg, step. Shifting, and at the end, turn and twist. Are you catching all of those points?
Can you do it one more time?
Yes. From left strike tiger. Right strike tiger, transition, 1, shift and turn. And then 2, I'm going to come right back, opening, lifting, stepping out for 3. I continue moving. This is 4 and finish.
Yep.
Are you catching all the points?
Yep, I think so. Mhm.
Any questions about what you saw?
Do you want to watch us do it?
Yes. Yes, I do. Okay.
Next step. Sorry. Strong tigers.
Okay, so make sure your fists line up before you begin. Okay. Left strike tiger to right strike tiger. 1, shift and turn. 2, shifting back. Drop the right left arm, raise the right, open the hands. 3, step in, step out to 12 o'clock and look as you step. 4, circle as you're shifting forward. Both arms are circling. Twist your fist at the end. Are your fists lined up with each other like a pole, like on a pole? That's better. Good. Good. I see some good postures there. Good. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about the energy of this. So I learned from one of our teachers, owners of the school, Michael, that the energy actually begins way before you start the circles. The circles begin sooner, in other words. So if I do the first one from the heel kick, this is, I come across, I have an opponent. Now my circle is already starting. My energy is beginning. And now I'm going to do the next one. Back, turn. The circle is going to begin from here. It's a down, strike. So when you think about this movement, think about when you come over here, your circles, this is where the energy starts. Down, back, turn, prepare, and now we go again. So it's really big, powerful movements. And this is very much like a big tidal wave to me, a really large one. And so let's try it again and let's practice some of that movement.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's also the fact that like they happen back to back.
Yes.
We haven't had a lot of stuff that happens back to back, right?
Yeah, that's
Like
another
the
cool
fact
thing
that
about
it's-
these.
Yeah.
These are beautiful too, but they're
Yeah.
physically, I think they're really fun because they're so large.
Yeah.
You know, the legs are very much in play with the big circular arms. So I really like this movement. Okay, let's do it together from your heel
Beautiful
kick.
tigers. Beautiful.
Left strike tiger and to right strike tiger. Left strike tiger, sink and step. That's
Wait,
1, 2. Oh, here, let's start again. We're going to do left strike tiger, and right strike tiger together. So we did our heel kick, left strike tiger, sink and step, and come across. Get to the other side, step and look. Moving, 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 stop. Right strike tiger, shifting back, this is one, and pivot and turn to the corner. Coming back on the left leg, raise and lower the arms open, step out, this is 3, 4, and punch. Let's try it again.
Post that.
This time I will count rather than just describing, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard for me to do count and describe. I tend to lose track. Okay, 1. And coming across. 2. Already moving. 3. Right strike tiger, shift back, 1 and turn. 2, shifting back, open. 3, step and look. You're moving. 4, you finish that knee. How did that feel?
Oh, what a knee tweak.
Oh,
It's all right. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
is it because of bending?
Yeah, maybe. It was just a little one. It wasn't a big one.
Okay. Thomas, how's it going for you?
Good. Yeah.
And you said there was a leg you didn't like turning on. Is it the pivot? I can't remember if it's a knee spinning on it or just turning.
Well, I mean, there's a couple things. I mean, I'm not gonna spin on my right leg, for example. Like
Okay.
we do where we do after this kick,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
this leg one. And then I often don't turn in all the way, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I will turn halfway and then I'll kind of step in and turn the rest, and then, you know, I'll do stuff like that.
Okay. That works. Yeah.
You make it look good.
Yeah. Well, that's what counts, right?
Like,
So
it's
when you
like-
make accommodations or modifications, you do exactly the kind of thing you're already talking about. And the point is really about where you're going to end, like where you're delivering the energy,
Yeah.
right? So you don't, maybe if you're turning a lot, you might have to take more than 1 or 2 steps to do it. But if you turn maybe halfway and then you come in and step out, when you're going to do the strike, that's when you'd pivot that left foot to the corner. Is that what you're doing?
No, I do it a little different in that
Mm.
you can't really see my feet, but I'll turn halfway here,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll actually bring this in just for a second, and then I'll pivot it back, and then I'll step out.
That works too.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, that works. I mean, you know, if whenever, say, there's a balancing issue, and you know, like right now I have a lot of balancing issues, what I find I need to do, I have to stabilize my foot before I fall on it, right? So I'm actually putting my foot on the ground and then fixing my position and then stepping out with a lot of things because of just the very thing. But again, as long as you get into the right place when you're actually doing your punch, that's what matters. So as long as you're doing it smoothly, you can still carry the energy through it.
Yeah.
So let's practice doing from chop with fist. Let's do parry, block, and punch, the heel kick, left and right strike tiger in a sequence. I'm going to go this direction. So we just finished chop with fist, left arm out, right knee bent. Parry, block, and punch. Shift, lift, rotate. Out, swing, heel, look forward, parry, step in, step out, block, punch, straight. shift back to go into right heel kick. Open the hand, warding off. Make a cross, turn your foot, kick, bend the knee. Left strike tiger, 1, sink and step and come across. 2, step and look. You're moving, circling. And 3, punch and twist. Transition to right strike tiger, shifting back, 1, and turn. 2, shifting back, open, lower and lift the arms. 3, step out and look. You're shifting forward, circling. 4, punch and twist. How did that feel?
Pretty good, smoother.
Let's do it a few more times. I'm going to go a different direction. Okay. Whoops. From the end of chop with fist. Parry, block, and punch. Shift and lift. Turning to the left. Shifting, circling, step. Parry. Block straight. Punch straight. Shift back to go forward again to right heel kick. Stand, look, change the foot, kick, bend the knee. Left strike tiger, sink and step, 1, and come across. 2, step out with the foot, look at 6 o'clock. You're circling. 3, punch, twist, have a lean. Transition, shift back, 1, and pivot to right strike tiger. 2, shift back, open the hands, lower and raise. 3, step in, step out, look at 12 o'clock. You're still moving. And punch and shift or twist as you bend the knee. We'll do it again.
Those step wasn't wide enough. That one is a harder step for me for some reason. I have to step wider on this side. I don't know.
What's
not-
that? Are your
my
both steps
right.
different?
I just have to step wider on the right. Yeah. It's just a thing I gotta remind myself.
So one thing that a lot of people do with the footwork is they don't step wide enough. So a common mistake with the very first one, this is good. This is good. People usually do this just fine. Then they come in and they either step straight out without bringing their foot in, which means they could be too wide from the get-go, because this is a wider step. It depends on how far you step out.
Yeah.
If you take a short step, a lot of people take a really long step, right? See how I'm like reaching forward? You don't have to do that. Lower, extend, and then come across. But these are, my heels are a little wide here.
Yeah.
Come across. And now I'm centered over this leg. So I got to bring in my foot, turn my hip, step out in shoulders width.
Yeah. That's the one that is always a little narrow. I just have to work on that a bit.
Well, it's not unusual. And then go back and do the other side. Same thing. Only this time our legs are coming in. Our leg is twisted. We're pointing together. We're not far apart. Now we actually do have to reach. You don't have to come in and go to the side like you're doing Embrace the Tiger.
Right.
Just bring it in, step it out. From here, in, out. Now this part is where people often step pretty narrow because they're not really thinking about their feet. They're thinking about their arms,
Yeah.
So that's why I say things like step wider, because it's a reminder to myself.
Right.
Because, I used to be too narrow, or I would skip the whole bringing the foot in and just go straight to the out position. Okay, so let's work on coordinating the turn of the head. So let's do it again. And let's do it from parry, block, and punch. Chop with fist. Fist at the side. Parry, block, and punch. Shift and lift. We're looking at 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Parry. Now we're looking back. Forward. Actually, I guess we're looking at, what are we looking at? 9 o'clock, I guess. Okay, now come back. You're continuing to look at 9 o'clock to do your heel kick. Heel kick. Continue focusing on 9 o'clock. You still have an opponent there. Left strike tiger. 1, coming across, shifting your weight. 2, look and step right now. Together and keep moving. Right strike tiger, shifting back, pivoting. The gaze goes with the arms. Shifting back. Now you're looking at 9 o'clock again. Bring in your right foot, step out, look, and continue shifting. Okay, so let me see you guys do that.
From chop like this,
Yes, thank you.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, from the end of chop with this. Oh, parry, block, and punch. Shift and lift. Turn to the left. Parry,
sorry.
block, and punch.
Let me do that again. I totally messed up. Sorry.
Sure.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. You can mess up around me. It's totally fine. Okay, from the end of chop with fist. Parry, block, and punch.
Sorry. Okay.
Parry, block, and punch. Shift and lift. Raise the right fist and then turn it as you turn to the left and rotate out. Parry down. You're on one leg now. Step with your heel. Parry forward. Block and punch. Now shift back so you can go forward again with a Chengfu motion. Good. And then continue onto the right heel kick. Nice. And kick. Bend your knee. Left strike tiger. Sink and step. Swinging an arm across. Step in, step out. Look as you do that. Go. And punch. Shifting back for right strike tiger. Shift back. Turning. Shift back. Lower and raise. Open hands. Step in, step out to 12 o'clock. Circling. And punch. Okay. So let's work a little bit on the, just a minute on the lower hand. So although we're making this circle like this with one hand, right? The other hand doesn't have the same shape. So remember that when this one's up a big wide round circle, and this one is coming across. So rather than coming down and then up, it's actually tilting. So when we're out here, it tilts first and then it comes across. Not too close, but out, right? Whereas this other one's going woohoo, right?
Yeah.
So when I start from here in our rollback shape, circle this the left one down first. This is the left strike tiger. The right hand tilts and comes across. Twist. Now let's do the other side. Lower the left arm, raise the right, open the hands. Circle the right one down, tilt the left hand. So don't bend the elbow too much, just tilt the hand. Circling. The left one kind of is like, I think of it like an airplane. Coasting in, sort of, you know. Yeah. Now let's do it on this side. Lower the arms, make your shapes. Circle with the left, tilt the right. The right is moving at the same time, but it's just a lot slower. Kind of like when we do rollback, we need to have two circles end at the same time, but they're both moving at the same time. Let's do the other side. Tilt the left hand, circle down big with the right, come across, fist, twist. Do you see how that's different?
Yes.
Okay,
It's not quite so much of a.
yeah. I mean, both arms get that opportunity to go really big, but they're not doing it exactly at the same time.
Got it.
Okay. So one time through with the striped tigers, okay? So let's do it from the heel kick. And I want you to think about that bottom hand. Left strike tiger, sink and step. 1, come across. 2, step and look. You're moving, you're tilting your hand, it's coming across. 3, punch and twist.
Yeah,
Right strike
that's-
tiger, shifting back, pivot, that's 1. 2, shifting back, lower, raise, open. 3, step in, step out, that's 3. Circle, left hand is tilted and crossing across. 4, twist and punch.
Yeah, that's better. That is better. Stronger.
Yay!
Yeah. We'll
Oh, I'm
practice.
really glad.
We'll practice.
Okay, so you have a feeling for it, I think?
Yes.
Okay. Well, any questions before we close? No? All right, you guys did an awesome job today. Very impressed. Looks beautiful. Looks really nice. Thank you so much for coming. Next
Thank
week,
you.
thank you. We'll be working on a new movement next week.
Great.
All right. See you later.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. You're welcome. Bye-bye.